What if Prophet's some dream was real? What if, in the silence of the night, when the world is asleep but the soul is awake, a vision carried a truth so powerful it could reshape history? What if the dreams of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ were not imagination, but reality waiting for its moment? Because in Islam, they were. Before revelation thundered across Arabia, before the verses of the Quran transformed hearts and nations, there was something quieter. Dreams, but not ordinary dreams. They came with clarity, precision, certainty. As described by Aisha, they appeared like the brightness of dawn. No confusion, no distortion. What he saw would happen. One night in the calm of Madinah, the Prophet saw something astonishing. He saw himself and his companions entering Mecca, not in fear, not in secrecy, not in battle, but in peace. He saw them walking into the sacred sanctuary, Masjid al-Haram, surakshit, calm and fulfilled. Some were shaving their heads, others trimming their hair. They were completing the sacred pilgrimage. It was vivid, it was detailed, it was certain. Because at that moment, Mecca was unreachable. The Muslims had been driven out of their homes, persecuted for their belief, separated from their families, their enemies. The Quraysh controlled the city. War had already taken lives. Tension filled the air. Now ask yourself, if you were in that situation and you saw that dream, would you believe it? The Prophet ﷺ didn't hesitate. He didn't doubt. He shared the dream with his companions, and something remarkable happened. They believed him. Not because it made sense, but because truth doesn't need permission from logic. So nearly 1,400 believers prepared themselves, not for war, but for worship. They wore the garments of pilgrimage. They carried no weapons of battle, only faith. They set out from Medina toward Mecca, hearts filled with hope, eyes fixed on a vision they hadn't yet seen fulfilled. Step by step, across the desert, they moved toward what seemed impossible, until they reached a place called Hudaybiyah. And there, everything stopped. The Quraysh blocked their path. No entry, no negotiation for pilgrimage, no fulfillment of the dream. Instead, a treaty was proposed. Terms that seemed unfair, even humiliating. Return this year, come back later. To many companions, it didn't make sense. Even strong believers questioned it. How can this be victory, they wondered. Wasn't the dream true? Imagine the scene, dust in the air, tension in every breath, companions looking at each other, confused. This wasn't what they saw in the dream. This wasn't what they expected. This wasn't the victory they imagined. And yet, the Prophet accepted the treaty, calm, certain, unshaken. Then came revelation, from the Quran, "Indeed we have given you a clear victory." Surah Al-Fath 48:1. A return without entering Mecca? Yes, because what looks like a setback can be a setup. Time passed. The treaty brought peace. Peace brought opportunity. Opportunity brought growth. And within 2 years, everything changed. The Muslims returned. This time no one stopped them, no resistance, no fear. They entered Mecca, exactly as seen. They walked into Masjid al-Haram in peace. Just like the dream, some shaved their heads, others trimmed their hair. Just like the dream. Calm, secure, fulfilled. Just like the dream. And Allah confirmed. Indeed, Allah fulfilled the vision of His messenger in truth. Not a single detail was missing. Not a single moment was wasted. But this story isn't just history. It's a mirror. Because somewhere in your life, you've had your own dream, a goal, a prayer, a hope you held on to. And maybe reality didn't match it. Doors closed, plans failed, timelines stretched, and you wondered, was I wrong? The story of Prophet Muhammad teaches us something powerful. Truth doesn't expire because of delay. A promise doesn't break because of obstacles. And faith is strongest when reality disagrees. What you see now is not the full story. What you feel now is not the final outcome. Maybe you're there right now, at your own Hudaybiyah, stuck, confused, facing a no where you expected a yes. But what if that no is actually protection? That delay is alignment? That closed door is guiding you to the right entrance? Because history has already shown us, a dream seen in the stillness of the night can become reality under the light of day. But only for those who trust, even when they don't understand. So ask yourself, what if the dream is real, but the timing isn't yours? What if your delay is divine precision? What if your story is still unfolding? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Assalamu alaikum.